I'll switch over to this guy then.
Okay, so is it recording?
Yeah, it should just be recording.
I see it up there now. Okay.
All right, so I'll start off again. This one has 3 different options: filter, off, and bypass, which is an amazing thing for what we want. When it's on filter, your water is being filtered. When we turn it to, and you just want to be cautious with this, because they get stuck. Off. Now the water would no longer flow through. It's completely off.
Okay.
And for what we're doing today, we go to bypass. Now the water is only going through here, and this, outside of what water and pressure is already here, is no longer in function. So this could be changed out while the system's running.
And does it say this bypass?
Down here.
Oh, down here. Okay. Perfect. So down here, I don't know if you can
Bypass.
see, and then it sets it
Off.
off.
And then around the side here it says filter.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
So now we've got it on bypass. And we grab our filter wrench, which of course we have somewhere really, really super.
You,
right here.
you had it. I see another one up there.
Slide it up. And always be cautious.
And so it goes counterclockwise.
Good. No, the standard threads.
Yep.
And this is the reason we have our buckets. Woo! Yeah, that should have been changed a little while ago.
And does that O-ring ever have to be anything care taken to it, replaced, or only if it's problematic?
If it's problematic, one of the easiest way to test your O-rings to make sure, they're still all right. Take off your glove, and if it leaves a black residue, you want to replace it.
Okay.
Because as soon as it starts leaving a black residue, as soon as that O-ring dries, it will leak.
Right. Okay.
So it's not an if; it's a it will, and that applies to almost anything with water and O-rings. And since I took off my glove, I'll put on new ones. You know, depending on what you find in your filter system, also means that you may want to rinse out your canister. Like in this one, we found traces of sand, which I'm not surprised because everything was ripped up. So what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect our hose here, and of course flood a bit, because I didn't think about that very clearly, did I?
So we're doing this just to rinse out this little blue canister of any bits and pieces of sand, etc., before we put in the new filter.
And because we've just lost our O-ring onto the ground, I would suggest we grab one of our spares. Check this sitting up here. Make sure we got the right size. Test it out.
Okay.
Good fit. Oh yeah, this could be cleaned off and sanitized, but for the purpose of this, I think we'll probably just toss it. And if possible, you don't really want to reuse O-rings. Now that you've rinsed out your canister and made sure that there's no leftover debris, we look good there. A little bit of sand. Again.
So you say on average, I know there's probably variances, but they last like a few months, the filters?
Yeah, the factory says that they'll last for 3 months.
Okay.
This one here is good for, this one says 6 months, but as you can see here, this is after 6 months, and yeah, this should have been changed out before the work outside was done.
Right.
But because the work outside was being done, that's why I held off on changing out the filters. I'm like, well, why change out filters and then change them again when we're this close? So of course you want to make sure your hands are clean, which I did off camera, I'm sure. Flop her on out. Now, in the bottom here, there's just a little ring or a little circle. It's where the bottom of the filter will sit.
Okay. Yep.
Doesn't really need to be set, as you just kind of slide her out. This one is the easiest one we have to deal with. And we screw it back on. Finish it off with a little wrench here. And always use your backups. Always make sure that you've got secureness on your unit.
Sorry, you have pureness?
So, being secured.
Oh, okay.
I put my hand up here.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep.
To keep the pressure from here from putting too much pressure
Right.
onto
Yep.
our old PVC. All right. Now that that's done, we switch it back to the filter position. That one is ready to go.
Okay.
Now, the next one here, I'm just going to switch out this, dribble into that, is not as easy. This one is a little bit more complicated, and do we have to use a different wrench? Nope, this wrench will work. To start this one off, we need to release the pressure.
Okay. That
But
red button.
No pressure. I guess I'm not that surprised, as we have turned off the system and drained it down. Or this section of the system. Now, we do the same thing. You'll note, oh, this is glue. As your system gets older, these will get harder and harder to get off. All good there. Now, with this filter, there is a top and there is a bottom,
Oh.
or in and out. Also says this end up.
Ah. Okay. That helps.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm like, yeah, I want to make sure that this is done. So this is the slightly this takes care of the taste and our odor in our system. Make sure that it says this way up. And we do the same thing again. Bring up your little wrench. Now, in theory, the system should be good to go. Now, before we turn on our UV system and everything, what we're going to do, we're going to turn off this valve here. That's the valve. That's the main valve into 2300.
Okay.
And then we will come back over here. We're going to connect up our system to get rid of any air bubbles that we've just introduced.
Right. Now you could do that if we didn't have the hose attached because we were filling water. That blue hose wouldn't have to always be attached.
No,
If say I was changing the filter, I don't know, sometime when this hose isn't changed, I wouldn't have to.
Oh yeah, when I was
reconnect that.
disconnecting this earlier, I used another short hose.
Right.
Yeah, the only reason this hose is connected at the moment is because of the filling up sequence.
Right.
When you're not filling up, drain the hoses down, hang them up out of the way,
Okay.
especially before winter.
All right. So you've shut that one off. You've hooked that hose back up for the time being.
Yeah. Now our real test is we're going to plug back in this pump. As you've noticed, we have this one currently still off. So as the pump turns on, what it'll be doing is pressurizing just anything up to closed valves. So
Okay.
up to this point here, up to this point here, and this will already be pressurized from here, kind of. But yes. Now that we're plugged in, our pump should turn on shortly. I said shortly, pump. Oh, it's already registered up to pressure, so that's why it hasn't turned on. So now we'll just do a bit of bleed out here, opening this valve.
So what is the pressure usually? Does it have like red lines? Oh, interesting looking.
It's the carbon.
Ah,
Pressure was set to about 20 psi. I like it to be set for about 50, but it varies. See, the pump should have kicked on by now. Why? Oh,
okay. So now we have water coming from outside into the pump, and we're through here, and then up and around and through and into the filter systems and into the UV, and then going
that one's going out to the tank.
out of the tank at this very moment.
Even though the real purpose is just to get a bit of the carbon out and a bit of any brand new filter residue out,
Okay,
and any air we can, because unfortunately we do get air pockets trapped.
right,
And I did want to get to this at some point, I just never did.
right.
So now that you're confident that your air is out, turn that off. We're going to plug back in our light bulb. Our light bulb fires back up. 42 days left.
And right, and then you would turn the water back on to
Thank you for mentioning that.
2300. All right.
That is that. Now, when you're dealing with this light bulb, at 30 days left, you want to make sure that you have your light bulb ported. To find out your light bulb information, right here on the side. This one here, if memory serves, is light bulb S810RL.
Right.
But as you can see here, right there and there. In our scenario here, I already have the light bulb as I ordered it months ago.
Okay.
In case it turned out to be a scenario
And,
that...
and where is the light
Oh,
bulb?
at the moment it's in the house.
Okay.
While I was out here,
I'm going to keep these so I have a reference numbers. Because
I meant to take, yeah, actually I meant to take a photo.
I'll take a picture of that and add it to my collection.
This, yeah, I guess probably, if you notice any major changes, like this fall when you're switching back onto the well, you'll want to get your water tested because of all the groundwork that was done. Again, you're probably okay.
Yeah, and I get it. My water's tested every 3 months, always.
I just have to remind you because,
Yeah.
again, you're probably okay, but that slight chance that you're not, I don't want you to ever have to deal with it.
Yeah. Okay.
That is essentially that.
So that's the filters. Okay, I'm going to push stop.